Make the wrong move and you lose, no doubt. 'Cause it's scary. Yeah. You know it's scary. Yeah. Watch out.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another Wyra podcast live and up on panel. We got Dish Rap.
Boo that guy. I think you need to start adding that to the intro. God, boo.
No, no. I don't think so.
Yeah. You
No.
saved me the trouble of singing it. Yeah.
Shit, you're not dating.
You say it for me as if the people are singing it. Shit.
You know what? Okay,
Nope, I'm
when
not
you heard
ready.
we have an overlap. Like there's a delay, you guys. Just for the record, that if Rob and I start clashing our words, like as if we're not listening to each other, just know that there's a delay. But I wanted to ask you, since you were listening to the intro, did it start to static and break and all of that stuff, or was that just on my end, or you're not sure?
Wow. I'm not sure. I'm not listening to it. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
get a. I heard the song that was playing because I don't have my headphones in right now. But no,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it sounds good. Hold on.
Mm.
Like a cackle.
Popping. There's like these levels, right, on this program, and everything's all red. So I think it's like trying to tell me that it's probably, I hope not, but that's just what it's showing me right now.
So technical difficulties already.
Mhm.
Imagine that when we're
Mhm.
preparing to talk about spiritual stuff.
Yeah, Maggie Smith,
Huh.
help us out, man.
How convenient.
Help us out. Yeah,
So
you read that
because you
today,
mentioned
baby?
her and yeah, a little bit. No,
Yeah,
I mean I want to talk about the whole thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Shit, there is a
Go ahead.
delay.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking over each other. Damn it, this sucks.
Well,
But
we're
then we
gonna
sound
have
like
to we
them.
have to do the whole Jaguar right pause after we say something.
Oh hell no, no,
He
no,
loves it. He's gonna use her tactics.
no,
Yes.
hell no. So real
To
quick,
pull you
how do you
guys
feel?
in. Tell us
No.
about
No, stop it.
Maggie Smith.
Stop it. Stop it.
Go for it, baby.
Baby, I asked you a question.
What?
Listen to me. Jeez.
What?
Should we
We
just
have a delay.
call each other back? Maybe it's the phone call.
I'm not sure
I
because
think
the
you should call me
program
back and
says
see if it.
so. Call you back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll call you right back.
All right.
Hey, bye, baby. Click.
Bye. Bye, babe.
Bye. All right. So let's call Mr. Rob. Let's see if it makes it through.
Yes.
Hi.
Can you? Oh, hi, babe.
Yeah, there's a
Did it
little
get fixed or
delay.
no?
I don't know.
Fuck. Okay. Well,
Well,
we're just gonna have to deal with it.
no, I think it's a lot better
We're
now.
trying, people. Oh, okay. We're still talking over each other, but I don't know if it's a delay or we're just not on track.
We're just
I was gonna say no,
we're fucking
no,
paranoid.
no.
Mm-hmm.
Paranoid about what? I got my
Like
tinfoil hat on.
we're
Do you?
treading lightly to like not,
Make you a
talk
little
over each
smart.
other. What?
Man, fuck all that.
Okay, it didn't
Oh,
work.
okay, yeah, that. I thought you were saying like we don't want to get, you don't want to get kicked off this platform. That's not, that's not my end goal. Take me off.
Oh my god. You know what?
I don't know. Did I lose you?
No. Well,
But
you're about to. I'm
it's gonna
sleepy.
crash and burn. Oh my gosh, here we go.
I know. I didn't either. Sorry. I'll do that right now. But go ahead. You can kick off the show.
Well, that's what I asked you. That's what I asked you when I was asking how were you.
Oh, you asked me that?
But yeah,
Shit. I didn't even hear that part. Oh my god. How am
I
I
noticed.
doing?
But
What?
nothing.
No, you said something.
I said I noticed.
You notice that I'm sleepy?
No, I noticed that you didn't hear what I asked you.
And I'm asking you again what you said. Okay, you know what? I'll just go answering you what you asked me. You asked me how I was doing. I'm sad because Maggie Smith passed away today, this morning. She passed away in her sleep. And yeah, I grew up watching this woman since I was in elementary school. And yeah, like I watched her in like the popular shows and movies. Like I wasn't like, like keeping up on everything that she's like been in, but I started watching her from elementary school, like the movie Secret Garden. It's available right now on YouTube to watch for free. I fucking love that movie. Um but yeah, she played the housekeeper in that, and then I loved her in Sister Act 1, Sister Act 2, with Whoopi Goldberg. Loved that. Loved those movies. And then of course in Harry Potter, she was in all the Harry Potter movies. And then in Downton Abbey, yeah, like all the seasons, like nearly every episode. Like I just, yeah, like it's I don't want to say it was a shock because I'm gonna let Rob tell it, but um, yeah, go ahead and tell it, baby, please.
So a few years ago, each other, and I remember her telling me a dream that she had that morning. But the the only honestly, I don't remember the dream. I just remember the part where she said that her dad told her in the dream that that this person was gonna die. She saw somebody in the clouds, and he said, "Yeah, she's gonna die," or "Yeah, she's dead," something like that. And I remember Audie told me, and I was like, "No." She said Maggie Smith. And I was like, "I don't know who that is," because with me, I'm not good with names. I'm not good with people's names, especially celebrities. I don't know anything about them. So when she said the name, I was like, I don't know who that is. And she's like, oh, she's in these movies and stuff. I was like, oh, I don't know if you remember me telling you that The Secret Garden is one of my favorite books. I've never seen the movie. So when she said that, I was like, you know what? The movie's actually on my list of movies to watch or videos to watch because it's on YouTube right now. And I was like, damn, well, that sucks. And then I remember when Audie and I got off the phone, I was gonna go post about that on Twitter or X, whatever. I was gonna go and post, um, because sometimes I do post predictions, but I I was gonna say I don't know what I was gonna say. I just know that I was gonna post about Maggie potentially passing away, and then hashtagging prediction. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it for two reasons. One, I just started doing other stuff, and then when I remembered, I was like, but this isn't my prediction to make. Like it wasn't my dream, so I just didn't do it. And then other things happened. We did the show yesterday. We didn't do a show. I went down some rabbit holes, and then this morning, um, first thing, I don't even think she said good morning to me. I'm mad. But anyway, so she calls me, and then she says, "Guess what?" And I was like, "What happened?" Died. And I was like, "Oh shit." And okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. My ego took over because my first thought was I should have fucking said it. And why would I need to say it other than people like when I predict earthquakes, it's almost like predicting that a bird's gonna fly. Like the fucking earth is moving all the time, whether people feel it or not. So predicting an earthquake is almost like saying, "Oh, a bird's gonna fly today." Prediction, you know, we expect that, but we don't expect somebody passing away, someone famous passing away, especially if somebody says it before it happens. It's almost like, "Oh shit." It would have been validation that we do predict stuff, but again, it wasn't my prediction. That's the reason why I didn't post it. But my ego today was like, fuck, I should have done it because that would have been validation that we're not full of shit. But like I said, it wasn't my prediction to make. So I kind of felt good that I didn't do it. But yes, my ego did kick in. So I was like, you little shit, go back to where you belong. But on the spiritual part of all this, and I don't know yet if it's related or not. Yesterday, Audie and I were talking, and some other spiritual things were going on, and she told me about this. I don't know how your dad smokes the house.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so in case you guys don't know or don't remember, when her dad smokes the house, if it flares up, it means something bad's there. So she told me that they smoked the house yesterday, and that it flared up in the closet where they keep the water bottles, and then the TV. So when she said that, came to my mind when she was telling me that stuff. Like, what does that person have to? So I told her that I was like, oh, I don't know why I just thought about this family friend of yours, and she was like, oh, I don't know. Like we just talked about it, but we didn't really like do a deep dive into it. And then I did tell her though, I feel like this thing that was by the water is trying to hold on to life. Like it's trying to get life from the water because water is life, right? It's water. Water is life for us, and it's I mean, life for plants and stuff. So I was like, I feel like it's trying to get life out of that water. And I also believe that the TV is because you guys do watch a lot of TV. Your focus is there, and the TV is a portal. So I think that's as far as the conversation went. And then we just kind of went about our day. She told me that when she said that Maggie had passed away, and I I don't know why it kind of made sense to me because I was like, her parents when they wake up, the first thing they do is they watch that show. What is it called? Downtown Abbey,
Downton Abbey.
Downton. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, they throw that on while they're getting ready and stuff. They're starting their day, but they're watching that show. I've sat and watched it with them before, but it is on the TV while they're getting ready. So when she said that, and I was like, oh, like, and then she tells me that actress reminds her of the friend that came to my mind yesterday. And I was like, babe, how did we not connect these dots? I'm not saying that anything's gonna happen to the friend, but it was just like, see, so the whole fire thing, the whole water thing, the whole TV thing, it's too much to be like, oh, that's a coincidence. The friend looking like this actress is not a coincidence to me. But I was just like, I know that yesterday I was deep into these rabbit holes, so it was almost like I didn't really pay attention too much to it. And I don't know, Avi, what the hell? Ari was doing her own thing too. So we really didn't like sit around and talk about this too much.
Mm-hmm.
But um, we both had headaches yesterday, and we both,
Oh, they were
I feel, we
really
know,
bad. Oof.
yeah. At some point, we did say like, "Hey, I think this is a spiritual thing," and um, I think we both once went out to do our rituals, I guess. When I say rituals, I don't mean like fucking witchcraft. I mean like writing in our journals and praying and doing that, meditating. Those are the rituals I speak of. But
Mm-hmm.
and then we were both like, "Oh shit, I feel better." So it was a spiritual thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
then other
was.
things came through that night, last night too, which I'm not gonna get into those because I don't think they're related yet. I don't have that clarity yet, so I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened. So when she told me all this stuff, and then obviously it connected today, I was like, damn, like we can't make this stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that we're making up. And of course, like if I would have posted about it, because Adi doesn't post about this stuff, I guess. Like she doesn't post predictions, otherwise she would be doing this shit all day. So had I posted about it, we could go back to it and be like, oh, 3 days ago we said that she was gonna, you know, pass away or whatever.
You know what? It would have been
But
relevant too because Maggie Smith is a very private person. Nobody knew that she was like in the hospital pretty much dying. Um when I
yeah,
was looking her up, people were asking Google questions like, does Maggie Smith have Graves' disease or something like that? Um, but I don't think it was like out there like a confirmed yes or a confirmed no. So I think people just really didn't know what was going on with her other than the very last movie that she filmed, which was Downton Abbey. They came out with a movie, kind of, I don't want to say like a spin-off. Well, I guess it's a spin-off from the actual TV show. They made a movie and then they made another movie. So I think that was the last film that she was in, but that was like 2 years ago. So,
12,
you
12,
know,
12, 12,
oh my
12, 12,
gosh.
12, 12, 12, 12.
Yes. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I don't think anyone really knew where she was at, like, and how she was doing. So if we had put it on Twitter, um it's like, I mean, I don't know, like, and sometimes, well, I told Rob today, I said, mm, like, I don't know if it was like, okay, like, I'm not doubting myself, but it's almost like, well, of course, maybe I was just thinking about Maggie Smith because I just watched Secret Garden on YouTube. And it's like she was gonna die anyway. So at that point, like, is it really a prediction, or it's like, man, like, she's old. She was 89 years old. So for me, I just think, like, not like a critic, but, just kind of give, because I look at all aspects. I look on both sides of a believer and someone that's like, I don't really like believe in that stuff, but for me it's like, well, she's old. Of course she was gonna die, but to have a dream about it, oh, well, maybe you dreamt about it because you just got done watching The Secret Garden. So it's like, was it really a prediction? Like, these are the things that I'm saying to myself.
Yeah.
And I just sometimes I feel like it's not no thing. But another thing that I was telling Rob was that I had dreams of Left Eye when she lost her life, and same thing with Aaliyah, and uh with um with Notorious
Biggie.
Big. So, you know, it's and at that point is like, okay, like were they like really predictions, or was it, but it's like, what was I gonna do with that information? Like just dream about it, and then like back in those times, like there wasn't social media with all three of them that I had dreams about. And even I was telling Rob this morning, the one that frequently comes through to me all the time is Brittany Murphy. And I only know her from the movie Clueless, and she played like a part in Frasier. I did not know she was a chick from 8 Mile, because honestly I never seen 8 Mile. I've seen like previews, like really long previews, or like highlights, movie clips, but like I never watched the entire like movie. But I was shocked that she was that she was in 8 Mile with Eminem. So,
Mm-hmm.
like I just know her from when I was a child, watching her in the movie Clueless. And honestly, I thought she done fell off. Like you just don't see him in anything. I mean, at least for me. But she comes through frequently, like a lot. Like like she's always like dancing and like kind of throwing her hair around and things like that, and she's like really really happy. And that to me, from what I know about spirituality, is that that doesn't mean that she's like trapped. It doesn't mean that she didn't get make it to heaven or anything like that. I just think that that's just her soul. Like her soul still lives here. Like people still remember her and how she used to be, and girls looking up to her and things like that. So uh it's just her energy that is still here. And I think that's what that like the way that her soul and her energy is, all happy and dancing, and just looking and feeling free, and just when you watch her, it's just pure happiness, and you just can't help but be happy with her. I think those types of spirits that are still here, like they do bring realization to other people's eyes, to see more than, or to see through darkness, I guess. But that's how I see her when she comes through to me. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, these predictions, it's like people don't believe in anything. I try very hard to focus and give and speak to the people that do believe, but it's like, we're being drowned with this whole Diddy case. Like we're being drowned with, like, oh, okay, well, now who's involved? Now who's speaking up? Now who's not speaking up? Um, you know, Money, sex, and drugs, and fame, and numbers, and all of these things. Like they're just like we can't even like stop and like mourn a woman that's been, she's a legend, and she passed away today. And it's just it just hit me in a way where it was like, man, I don't even know like how to feel, because Rob and I are so open right now to like, the DD case, or, just whatever, spiritual things that come through showing us things, and everything is so disorganized. Like, like, it's almost to the point where we don't know what to do with all of this information, because the only thing that we can do right now is to talk about it. And we even got into where certain platforms, said platforms, um are are minimizing, or like, filtering and making sure that like our messages aren't being shared. And I mean, I don't know, it's like I'm just gonna say this because all of the technical difficulties that I've had on my end, yeah, I can blame the internet. Yeah, I can blame that I have a lot of shit on my computer, and all we could make up all of these things, but it's almost like the program that I'm using, it needs a stream key, and this platform gives you a stream key to put into this program, and it's almost like I could, once I put in this platform stream key into my end, who's to say that this platform has full remote control over my software to cut us off, and and it's like it's really no different, like scammers, they try to get old people to give them remote access to their tablets, laptops, or cell phones. My parents are victims of that shit. So like it's just giving this platform permission to connect to my program and be like, okay, we got to shut these motherfuckers up, maybe, allegedly. But it's like when all of these things are happening due to the things that we're talking about, we're not in it for the views. Like we're not in it to make it big. We post highlights because they're funny. They're funny times on the show, or they're important things to the show. But it's like us talking about celebrities that probably knew something. Left Eye was fighting. Aaliyah was Matt victim, hella fucking young, and you know Biggie probably knew or heard some shit. Craig Mack, like all of these celebrities that I kept up on growing up, and then like having all this Diddy shit come up, and it's just like damn, I knew something wasn't right. And sometimes I do tap it back to my dreams that I had of them before they even died. And it's like, well, what the fuck was I gonna do? I was a fucking kid. So it's like what are we to do with these predictions? Yeah, we put it out there, but it's like, oh well, yeah, it must
I
have
think
been said somewhere.
I think what we should do when things like this come up to us is pray, shed the good light on things. Like for instance, because you said about the dream and you were like, oh well, yeah, it was probably just a dream because I watched the movie, so that's probably why I had a dream about her. Okay, cool. But what about the other stuff? What about the TV? What about the flare up at the house and stuff like that? Like those are things that we pay attention to. Those are things that we believe in. So again, it's not a coincidence. Yeah, the dream could have been triggered by you watching the movie, okay? But what about the other stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So I think when things like this do happen and we're questioning ourselves, because I kind of went through that yesterday, because I did go down these rabbit holes, and I'm like, okay, so what do I do with all this stuff? Like, what's the point? There's so many bad people. What's the point? And I think the point is, for one, not to let it change us, and two, we have to do our purpose, and our purpose is to shed light on it. So when you were talking about like what do we do when we do get these messages or predictions, is we pray about it. We pray for them because I feel like they come to us for a reason. Um, I guess sharing it with the world is like I'm looking at it as a viewer. If I was to come up on a post that said, you know, so and so is gonna die, or I had a dream that so and so passed away, um, and it's a prediction, like there's obviously I'm saying that they're still here. If I come across a post like that, the first thing that I'm gonna do is pray for them. So like let's say that post reaches 5 people that actually pray the right way or that believe in it the right way. That's 5 people's energy that's going towards that person. Does any of
Mm-hmm.
this make sense?
Yes.
So that's what we can do. We can't I guess when we say like, well, what am I gonna do about it, or how can I change it? Our purpose and our duty is to just put it out there, just like these episodes. You know, if people go back to the previous ones with Diddy's name on them, they have a shit ton of views, right? More than we've gotten on some videos, especially the speed that it came. But um, most of our videos that we talk about real shit that could make a difference in people's lives have like 8 to 9 views, and they've been up for months. So it is because of the content. Yeah, we could fucking do shows on celebrities all day. They're on the news all the time. Yeah, we can predict stuff about them too. We can, every single show we could have a famous person's name in it. But was like for what? For views? Because that's not what I'm doing it for.
For
So,
me, talking about celebrities is just I would report on the behavior of the celebrity and like what social media is, like what they do and post on social media. And it's like, man, like don't fall into that shit. Or it's like I start going in on the people that follow these types of celebrities because no one's telling them about these things, like what's really happening. And for them it's like, oh, if I go too straight to the celebrity, listening to the celebrity, I'm getting it from the source. And it's like, yeah, but you
mm,
don't even know the reason behind why the fuck they're saying this on social media in the first goddamn place, is to control your fucking mind. So like that's why I want to talk about celebrities, but I know how you feel about it, so that's why sometimes I don't go there. I just say like I take it to Twitter. I fucking blew up on Twitter yesterday. Go check it out, x.com /Miss DJ Hoodie. But like those are the things that I wanted to talk about, whether it be celebrities or just social media, like in general. It's like those are the things that I want to tackle. It's not like I'm going in on them, or it's just like, man, like, yeah, this is what, let's say, Kim K has said, or this is what this other celebrity is saying. But it's like, yeah, all of them are saying the same thing, so okay, we'll talk about them as a collective. Don't listen to these motherfuckers, because and then we drop the causes, because we're not just gonna be like, oh, don't fuck with these celebrities, because other people, they be like, oh, y'all just hating, you just hate it, y'all just
mm,
jealous. And it's just like, no, we're actually giving facts as to why you shouldn't. Not like, because we could be like, yeah, like, oh, we're hating, like we want to look like them, like we want to act like them, excuse me, like, no, like we're telling these people, or alerting people, waking people up, getting people focused to not be this way. Don't look at these people. That's
don't
why I
idolize
would
them.
like to talk about celebrities sometimes.
Yeah.
But what?
Well, because celebrities and people empower our like the spotlight is on them, so it is easy for us to be like, oh well, this person, right? And I don't know where I'm going with it. I guess because the rabbit holes
Okay,
that I've been through.
yeah, and
But
this guy right here, Joshua, man, he tried going in on my dude, Ice T, and I was like, oh hell. But see,
yeah,
that's the thing. Like we can have healthy debates. We can agree to disagree. Um, like we can bring uh we're not gonna know all the facts, right? But it's like we well,
but we
I pay
can know all
attention
the
to the
facts.
ones that matter to me. Like Ice T does matter to me. I watch him all the time. Like, like I love his music. I listen to the things that he, like, because he had a podcast. He doesn't really do the podcast anymore, but like just him hearing him and his reasonings behind certain things, his opinions on certain things. He's funny. He's like witty. Like he thinks things thoroughly. Like, you know, like he's like, I know him like that. I've read both of his books. Like, you know, I follow his career. You know, I follow his wife and his daughter on social media, and I see how he is with them, and you know, just things like that, right? And I see him how he handles trolls, how he chops it up with other celebrities. So it's like
Have you
I'm invested in him, and
have
not
you
just
ever read
what.
him?
Yes, I believe he's a good person.
Okay.
I know he's a good
When
person,
you said
but
when you said we don't know for a fact, I was like, we can know for a fact though. That's the thing. Like people want to believe in psychics, but they don't want to believe in us. And I don't want to read these
no, it's
people.
true.
I don't want to read anybody. I don't. I'm at the point right now, today, yesterday, and today that I don't even have to like. When you mentioned Brittany Murphy, I was like, oh, that was not a natural thing. That was what happened to her was not natural. I've always had that feeling, but I don't do a deep dive into her because one, I don't really care. It's not gonna change anything. She's already gone. And two, if I find that it wasn't natural, that somebody did cause that to her, how is it gonna change? Because everybody's involved. So again, what we can do is pray for them. Am I talking loud? I feel like I'm talking loud, but I'm getting passionate about these things because at the same time, like
Well, we're
I'm really on the
supposed
fence.
to.
I'm
Well,
really on the fence about what I want to do and what I need to do because those two are to me are different things.
well, can I say something real quick before I lose it?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Um, when you just asked me, like, have I read him?
yeah,
I feel like I didn't really have to answer that. Only
yeah.
because, like I already know the spiritual side. What matters now is the modern, right? Yeah, spirituality, it's always gonna be there. It don't change, it don't wait for no one, it just keeps going, right? It's doing what it needs to do. Modern is being so controlled, and it's out of control, that it needs harnessing. It needs to be fixed, it
Mm.
needs to be slowed down, it needs to be stopped. So when I talk about Ice-T, it's like he's the only one in my, I guess, celebrity favorites. Like I look at him the most because I'm seeing, or I need to be shown the more modern sides to people than the spiritual, because I already know the spiritual stuff. If I really felt like he was, you know, like a fraud and all, I wouldn't even be fucking with him to this point. I would have just stayed back not knowing him. You know, just being like, oh yeah, I like his music, and just keep it at that. Like, oh man, fuck him, you know, like, oh, he was all thug and gangster, now he's playing a cop. Fuck him. Then I would have just stopped it right there, you know, but like I guess I pay attention more to the modern because we need entities like him here in modern to check people and like do great things. So for me, like okay, he's modern, he's doing all of these things. I'm gonna focus on him and root him on, because who else is showing us, man? You know what, I was watching this TikTok, and some dude, you know, standing in the street, you know, stopping people and asking them dumb questions. He asked people like, who is a perfect role model for kids? And people are like, oh, Elmo, Sesame Street, you know, Big Bird. And they were like, no, like a person. No one could give a fucking answer. Everybody was like, I can't say a character, and they're like, no, a person. That's a good, that's a good role model for children. No one could say
Jesus,
anything. Yeah, it was crazy. And it's like we really don't have that in the world. Like
we do have that in the
that's
world,
just
but we're being drawn away from them. I just said Jesus.
Well, yeah, because everybody
Jesus
wants
is a
to
good
be
role model.
Kylie. Everybody wants to be Kim. Everybody wants to be Taylor Swift. Sorry, baby.
So then sell your soul and sell your butt. That's what they did. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing to their kids. See, okay,
Yeah.
can we get into the whole episode now?
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, for sure,
now
babe.
that now that we got in, now that we've caught up on ourselves and stuff.
Yeah, we're a
So I
train
did go
wreck.
down this rabbit hole. Yeah, everybody is though, but we did go down, or I did go down this rabbit hole because it was triggered by the whole Diddy thing. Because I was like, oh, like how many things do we not know about this industry? And okay, I'm gonna talk about this too. I know that I told Adi, I don't think I said it on the show, but I've seen the clips of Jaguar right, right? I think we've all seen them now. So I have seen them. There was some things that would trigger me to be like, I can't sit through a whole interview of hers. Like her mannerisms get on my nerves, and you know, I love the fact that she's telling the truth, and I love the fact that she's exposing these fucking demons and stuff, right? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. So there was some videos that I was like, I can't do it. I can't get through this episode or this video. So guess what I did? So I found a fucking 22-hour video of all the
Wow, you're
compilations
breaking
of
up
all the
really
interviews
bad.
that she's done. Oh, why? Because I'm speaking facts.
Yeah, go for it, babe. You're clear now.
We're still okay. So what I did was I found a 22-hour video of nothing but compilations of Jaguar Wright talking. It was painful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend that now I'm just like this fucking big, huge Jaguar fan. I again, I love the fact that she's telling the truth and that she's exposing these fucking demons, right? So I will give her that. um, but what it did was every time that she would mention the person's name, and again, I'm not good with names and I'm not good with celebrities. So when she would mention the name, that person's energy would come to me. It would show itself to me. And I told this to Adi, which again I didn't say it on the show because what's the point? But days, well, actually, I've always had a feeling about this guy, but I, I think during the first few days of Diddy's arrest, I was like, I don't know why Clive Davis keeps coming up to me, and I see him. He's a fucking, anyways. So he just keeps coming to me, and I don't know why. I feel like he's behind a lot of things, a lot of bad things. So then when she threw out his name, like I saw everything, and I was like, holy shit, I was right. And again, she mentions a lot of names. So imagine like I'm sitting here listening to this video, and all these people are just coming to me, and I'm seeing everything, and not just people in the music industry. It's politicians
Gang,
and
you're breaking up really
movie
bad.
stars. Of course. Okay. So what do I do?
Shit. I don't know. Maybe just keep going.
Keep
Yeah,
going so they
I
can't hear
don't.
me.
Well, we're still in the red on the thing,
See,
but
okay, this is a perfect example too. We did two shows where we were talking about food, and we were talking about how they're feeding us fake shit and how we can do it to at least try and be healthy. Those shows we had so many fucking issues with. They never got posted. We did a live show and it got cut off. It's gone. 24 minutes of that show was gone. Another one where we were doing shows on books, telling people like go read this book or go listen to this book. It's a really good eye opener. Those shows are gone. Every time that we talk about real shit, this happens. And you have to ask yourself again, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Why is this happening? What's working against us? They're not gonna win because unless we somehow get unalived, it's not gonna stop us from talking. If this doesn't post, I'm gonna do a spaces later talking about this. If that doesn't work, I'll record it. And if that doesn't work, I'll do a freaking live somewhere. The point
Mm-hmm.
is, we need to talk about these things. These things are happening, but I don't know. Am I still choppy?
No, you're good.
Oh, why? Because I stopped talking about Clive Davis, the devil,
Mm-hmm.
one of the devils. You know what? No, I take that back. He's worse than the devil. They are worse than the devil because the devil doesn't make you do things, and I feel like the devil does get a bad rap. And I'm probably gonna be, like, oh, you're a devil sympathizer.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Just shut, just shut up. um, yeah, a lot of people want to blame the devil for the shit that they come up with and the shit that they do, but that's not fair. That's all. Anyway, so these people were coming to me. I was seeing every single thing, and like I told Adi last night, and I said this before I read my book, my prayer books. I said, "What's the point? I feel like giving up. Like, what's the point of us doing the show when we get like 8 views? And what's the point of doing it live when we get like 2, 3 people in the chat that never comment? They're here listening, and thank you for listening, but you're not participating. So what the fuck are you here for? What are you hoping to hear? What do you need to hear? What do you want? Are you hoping that we fuck up and we say something controversial? Okay, fuck you, fuck your life, go unalive yourself, do yourself a favor. There, you wanted that? That's what you wanted? Go clip that shit, send it out, tell people, fuck that guy, Boogers Rob.
Mm.
Let's take down their channel. Thank you, babe, for allowing me to be here. I'll be canceled. I'm sorry for taking your show, but like you said, it's gonna be this way. We're never gonna be famous unless we talk about dumb shit. Unless we're talking about something that's gonna brainwash people, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm
Yeah.
not here to brainwash anyone. But I don't. I kind of want to apologize for telling someone to go and unalive themselves, but I kind of don't. It was supposed to be said, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening. What's happening to me?
Oh no. They want you to go
That
crazy.
was that was. I
That's
sounded
a
crazy,
tactic.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I sounded crazy. But okay, tell me, answer me this. Because like I said, I did go down this rabbit hole, and what's down in the rabbit hole, if people want to know, it's a bunch of fucking cockroaches. So tell me, what do you do when you see a cockroach? Do you just let it go because, oh, it's a roach, it's a creature, God created it? You know what's in hell? A bunch of fucking cockroaches. Okay, that's the same shit that's down in these rabbit holes. So these people, right? These celebrities that have done shit to people are fucking like cockroaches. So what do you do to a cockroach when you see one? Or what should you do? You should unalive it, right? Because if you don't, it's gonna multiply. So what should we do with these people that get caught doing stupid shit? They should be unalived. But they won't be because that's too cruel. Do you see how this sounds?
Despite all the cruel shit that they've done, they still want to keep them alive.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. I was like, do you see how this sounds fucking crazy? These people torture people. Kids get tortured by these people, and yet we're talking about, oh, it's inhumane to put them down. Why? Do you know that these people still continue doing what they're doing from jail? Jail and prison does not do any shit to them because they got more people in there that are listening to them, that they're spewing all their bullshit to, that they're still finding ways to communicate because they can pay off guards, they can pay off the system, they can still send messages out. They're still affecting people's minds. So why would you allow that to happen? I don't know. I'm trying to dig my way back up this fucking rabbit hole, but it's hard.
Mhm. No,
And like I
sorry,
told
babe.
Audie before, it's okay. It's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to sound like a crazy person right now. That's what people said about Orlando Brown. That's what people said about Jaguar Wright. That's what people said about fucking Kanye and all these other people that have been saying the shit that it's happening now. Cat Williams. All these people were like, oh, they're just crazy. They're just making shit up. But I don't know. Like I said yesterday, I am kind of questioning why. Like, what's the point? But then when I read my book, and my book was like, I know you feel like, what's the point? Or should you give up? And the answer is no, you shouldn't. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, okay, I take that back. Sorry, God. Holy moly. He
Fiddle
knows
faddle.
me. We don't.
Fiddle faddle.
He knows how I talk. He knows how I talk. He knows what I mean when I say holy shit. It wasn't, you know. I have a dirty mouth, but it was like he was talking straight to me. It was like he was telling me, don't give up. Because why? He needs people to not give up. We need to continue doing this because it's going to touch someone, it's going to affect someone. And it's not like, okay, what happens to celebrities is like the victims of in all this, because there are a lot of victims in this. What happens to them also is happening to other people that are not celebrities, right? So if we can say something to someone that's going to help them to prevent something like this happening to them, that's who we're doing it for. That's who we should be talking to right now. That's the person that I want to help. If you feel like, see, I don't want to have to worry about, oh, is it going to cancel the show? Are they going to take your episode down because I say this? So I am trying to be careful, but I don't know. It's just what's coming to me right now. But if your uncle is doing things to you that are not right, that make you feel dirty, you need to speak up. You need to tell everyone, because we see with this whole Diddy stuff, we're like, oh well, they should have said something, right? To who? Because everybody was in on it.
Right.
So what I would tell that little girl that's getting touched by her uncle, that feels like, who do I tell? Tell everyone. Tell everyone in front of him. Tell your mom. Tell your cousins. Tell, like, you could be preventing this from happening to someone else. If your family don't want to listen to you, tell your neighbors. Tell your community. Is it gonna hurt you to tell the truth? No, the truth never hurts. I mean, okay, the truth hurts the people that it's supposed to hurt, but it's never gonna hurt you if you're being honest. Oh, damn it.
You there?
Yeah,
Oh
it's just
shit!
I'm
I thought
seeing
it
things
cut
that I
out.
don't want to see. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, baby. Yeah, it's pretty deep. It's pretty heavy, and it's almost like it does. It is pointless at times, but I just want I just want everyone to win their own wars, their own battles, because I just see it as a huge jump cut in society, in your own little community, in your own family, and you know, it shows a lot of bravery in these people that actually do speak up. And we just have to understand and pray for those that it is hard for them to speak up. But it can be done, and I believe it will be done. And I just, you know, hell knows who they are. And
Yeah.
I just feel like they don't really work for the devil, because the devil's very selfish, and all of these people are very selfish. They're not really bringing anything uh they're not really bringing people down to hell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if I'm making sense. Like sacrifice, I don't really think
Yeah.
that, because it's all for selfish reason. If it wasn't selfish reason, then yeah, it would be like, okay, well, they've taken these innocent people to hell, because hell doesn't really claim anybody, really. That's just from what I know hell to be like, and the things that come from hell, the things that that they know the ins and outs of hell, so to speak, but they're entities.
Yeah.
But it's like, when you tell people to speak up and like not be afraid, and like they understand what might happen to them, it's almost like not so much as sacrificing themselves, but they're saving themselves and a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's just telling people not to be afraid, because they need the encouragement. They gotta they gotta have more reason than just than, oh, that's what they've done to you, or that's what they've done to people, because sometimes that's not enough for people. That's not what they need to hear. That's not what they want to hear. Like, they want to hear that it won't happen to them again.
Yeah.
And who's gonna promise them that?
Well, can I say a few things? I
Yeah, sure.
know I got I would apologize for getting emotional about what I saw, but I'm not going to, because somebody needs to somebody needs to feel for these people that are being hurt. And um I know that when things like this happen to a child, they get scared because they're like, "Oh, well, what if I say something and then they unalive me and I go to hell because somehow they've been told, like, you allowed this to happen. You let me. It's because of you. It's your fault. Like, you're too pretty, or you're too beautiful, or you're too this or too that, whatever, right? That's what that person is telling you. It's your fault. So it's like, oh, then I allowed this to happen. So if I speak up and they hurt me and they unalive me, because a lot of people do threaten with, I'll do that to you, or I'll do that to a family member, right? That's the threat that people use to shut you up, to keep you a victim, to keep doing these things to you. But you have to think about it this way. Like Audie just said, there hell doesn't own anyone. People put themselves there. So when people say the devil made me do it, no, he didn't. You chose to do it. Now you're just looking for someone to blame. The devil didn't put you in hell. You put yourself there because of your actions. So now, something else that Jaguar Wright said, out of those 22 hours, she said a lot of truth and a lot of things, but one thing that she said that made an impact on me, and I don't know if it's her own personal quote. I don't know if it just she found it somewhere else. I don't know, but anyways, I heard it from her, so I'm gonna credit her. She said, "Nobody wants to be the victim, but what people don't understand is that you're the victim until you decide to become the survivor." So I'm talking to this little girl who this is happening to. Shit. don't be afraid, because you speaking up is gonna stop it and it's gonna help prevent other people getting hurt. You're not the bad one here.
Wow, you're
You're not
breaking up
allowing this to
really
happen.
bad. Oh, go ahead, babe.
Um, was any of that audible?
Yeah, it was. You just started to break up really bad.
Okay. Despite of what you've been told that it's your fault, it's not your fault, and you speaking up is gonna help stop this. So you need to speak up. You need to not be afraid. Those are just threats. That person cannot take you, cannot put you in hell. Hell does, like, you don't belong there. Don't be afraid of it. Hell is not gonna claim you because you don't belong to it. What?
No, you're just going in and out really bad.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to do because I know the reason why it's happening. Why I'm breaking up. I'm speaking the truth, and it shouldn't. It doesn't want to come out, right? But what's it's almost like what's the point if people can't hear me? But it's also it needs to be said, so whoever needs to hear it is gonna hear it. So I should just continue, right? Oh my goodness, this I'm crazy. It's okay. I'll be crazy. Just you're not alone. We've all been through hell. Just don't put yourself there because when somebody becomes a victim, they have two choices. They're either going to stay the victim or they're going to become a survivor, right? Like Jaguar said.
Mhm.
And you can either take one route, which, oh, something happened to me, so now I'm going to be this piece of shit person and I'm going to do the same thing to others. That's you putting yourself in hell. Or you could say, yes, that happened to me, but I'm going to help for it to not happen to other people. That's
Damn,
you
baby,
becoming a
it's really
survivor.
bad right now.
It's okay, I'm
I can't
almost
even
done.
make out what you're. I can't even make out what you're saying. It's that bad.
Okay. So, I
What?
don't know. I don't. Should I talk in code? Should I try and talk in code?
Try encode. You said.
Mm-hmm. I can't do that.
Uh,
I'm not that smart.
it's really bad. Like I can't.
Okay, I'll call you back.
All right. Oh man, the fuck. I'm wondering if everything's good on my end because of this shit right here. I don't know. The things are like all red and then it goes into yellow and then yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Ah, there I go yawning. See, they're trying to get me tired and shut me up too. Fuck. And you know what? We're probably not even gonna get into the funky stuff, honestly. And he's not calling me back right now. What's the deal? All right, let's see what's going on. Maybe I should call him. Okay, we're calling him right now. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on, but it's taking its effects. Hmm. Why am I so tired? I didn't even do nothing today. Alright, let's try again.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear me now?
Yeah. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. It's funny. It's still fucked up though.
Well, now it's starting to.
Okay. Well,
Okay, well, let me ask you something. How about we do a pre recording? How about that? And then
okay.
maybe we'll, I don't know if you want to stream it later or do it over the weekend. What do you think sounds good? Or do you think this is just a peak time where the internet just starts fucking up?
No, that's not what it is.
Okay.
So I think we should record it, even though I feel like the recording's gonna disappear somehow.
Okay, so do you want to take this over to Spaces then?
Yeah.
When do you want to do it? Right now?
Um,
Or because
I
it's
should.
1 o'clock right now. So, well, you got things to do too, anyhow, yeah?
This is more important.
Eh.
I said this is more important.
Okay, well, let's take it over to Spaces then.
Okay.
And all of our links are in the description. So if you're listening to this, go ahead and hit us up. Hit up Rob because we're going to do it on x.com/Rob's Just Thinking. So we'll see you guys over there.
Ooh. Something came through.
What?
It sounded like screeching tires.
Oh, shit.
Huh. It was loud and weird. But okay. Yeah, go to spaces.
Okay, well, thank you, babe, for trying to join me on panel.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm sure it's fine now, right?
It's what?
It's fine now.
No, it's still popping a little bit. Crackling.
Okay. Okay.
Crack-a-lacking. It's cracking and lacking.
Yeah, it's lagging too.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go ahead and let this episode drop. And don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. We'll take you guys over on Spaces and on the Wine Run podcast live on Monday, maybe. Who knows?
Monday.
Okay. We'll check you guys back here on Monday. And yeah, see you guys over on Spaces. Peace.